How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to Fraud on the Telly. In today's video, we're going to be breaking down and giving you my reactions just after watching the Chainsaw Man finale. An absolutely insane episode where once again, Denji faced off with the Katana Man. As always, if you enjoyed the video, learned something new, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to check out some of our other Chainsaw Man content, as well as don't forget to hit that tiny bell so my videos go directly into your feed. Let's get right into the video, shall we? This is one of my favorite episodes of the entire season, so I can't wait to talk about it. Our episode begins with the Public Safety Division on their raid on the Katana Man's hideout. If you remember, Aki was facing off with Akane, who had summoned Himeno's ghost devil. Aki was in a bit of a sticky situation as he was being choked out when he all of a sudden has a bit of a flashback, a memory. We got this memory early on in the season. It's when Himeno offered Aki a cigarette for the first time when they became partners, and we were under the impression, at least in the anime, that this is where Aki began smoking as an underage young lad, but in fact we were wrong. Himeno takes back the cigarette, promising it to give him back later. When Aki comes to back in the present, the ghost devil no longer choking him to death. Instead, it has a fist extended to which it opens, and the cigarette potentially that Himeno had offered him at the very beginning in this flashback is in his hand. Aki takes it. It reads easy revenge. Aki remembers that the ghost devil does not have eyes. It doesn't have normal vision. It sees using fear. Aki, no longer afraid at all, can just walk past the ghost devil walking down Akane. Before she can do anything, though, all of a sudden she has a knife to her throat as Kobene has arrived to save the day. We flash over to Denji and Power, who are in an elevator. Power's munching on a zombie arm as they make their way up. The elevator doors open to a horde of zombies, to which Power strides forward, taking them on alone, telling Denji to get her back. To which Denji just stays in the elevator. Denji takes the elevator up to the next floor. It opens to where we get a face-off between him and the Katana Man once more, both in their human form. Though the Katana Man at first wishes to talk, he simply asks Denji to let him take his revenge. If he agrees to his terms, him and his men will surrender. They will come forward. So he says he just wants to kill Denji to take revenge for his grandfather. Denji says, "What the heck, man? I just killed your grandpa because they all turned into zombies and were trying to kill me," to which the Katana Man doesn't believe him. Ultimately, Denji denies the Katana Man's request as both of them transform into their devil hybrid forms, and the battle begins. Now, this is one of my favorite scenes from the entire manga. I love this big fight scene between the Katana Man and the Chainsaw Man, the second fight scene that takes place all throughout the city, out over eventually ending up on top of a moving train. I thought these scenes looked really good. It was high-paced, high action. You can't even tell a lot of the CGI sometimes in these scenes. I felt like they did a pretty good job. CGI has come a long way in terms of how it's used in anime. I know a lot of people will probably complain about some of these action scenes throughout Season 1 of Chainsaw Man, but ultimately, I was pretty happy with what we saw. Fight rages forward, Denji holding his own, but the Katana Man is a much more skilled fighter compared to Denji's kind of brute strength and just unpredictable nature. Eventually, Denji gets slammed through the moving train. The hordes of civilians around them running in a sheer panic as the Katana Man lunges forward towards Denji, chopping off one of his arms. The Katana Man turns, facing him in the train, unleashing his special move, what I like to call this classic anime move of teleports behind you, as Denji once again loses another arm. It looks like Denji is beaten, but Denji never knows when to give up as he continues to taunt the Katana Man as the two do another classic anime face-off where they go whoosh and they go past each other. You know what I'm talking about. It seems that Denji is finally defeated as his last chainsaw blade, the one on his forehead, is cut off, but surprise, surprise, Denji was baiting him the whole time, as it seems like he actually did learn something from his training arc, as he had sprouted more chainsaws from his two legs, as we see the Katana Man suddenly split open in two. As Denji says, bees shouldn't trust anything that hunters have to say, we get some obvious awesome character growth here from Denji. The Katana Man is not defeated, though. Remember, he is a devil-human hybrid like Denji. They are nearly immortal beings. If you want to learn more about devil-human hybrids, specifically the Katana Man, make sure you go check our Who is the Katana Man video, though I will warn you, there are some spoilers for Chainsaw Man potentially at the end of that video. Denji has the Katana Man tied up in his human form, to which he states that he's going to take revenge for him trying to shoot at Himeno. He thinks that if he tried to shoot at Himeno, it's only fair that he takes some shots back at him, saying he wants to play a little game, to which Aki arrives. Denji says that they should have a little contest to see who can kick the Katana Man in the nuts the hardest. It seems that Aki is still as stuck up as ever, as he's going to deny this, saying this isn't something that Himeno would have wanted from him, as he pulls out the cigarette, the one that says easy revenge on it, to which he has a change of heart. Fun seeing this character growth here from Aki as well, if we look back at how him and Denji's relationship was at the very beginning of Chainsaw Man and see Aki's character growth, obviously with losing his mentor, his really good friend, and kind of a weird little love interest there. As well, Aki has severely lowered his time of life, not just the cigarettes I'm talking here, but all of the stuff he's done with his contracts with devils, so he just must have a vastly different output on life than he did at the very start of Chainsaw Man. It's good stuff. We love to see character progression in our anime. I really enjoyed these final scenes here from Chainsaw Man as our credits roll. I really like that they ended in comedy, as Chainsaw Man is very much a satirical anime. We've said this a million times, but it is in many essence, a satire of kind of modern shonen and its lewdness, crudeness, and the fact that Denji as a main character is like the complete opposite of any normal anime protag. Though we do get a bunch of bonus scenes after the credits, as we see Aki kind of have this very emotional, intense moment as he's smoking this cigarette out on the porch as well. Denji has this reoccurring dream that he apparently has, that we see teased in the opening scenes, where he goes to this strange door in this alleyway as a child, and he hears Pachita's voice behind him, and Pachita tells him that he cannot open the door. Yeah, don't worry, all that shit's gonna get explained way later on in Chainsaw Man. As well, we got some teasers for Season 2 of Chainsaw Man, as we hear a mysterious girl's voice, and we see a little bit of leg action. I assume this is teasers for Season 2 of Chainsaw Man, having to deal with the Bomb Girl arc. And yes, this is where Season 1 of Chainsaw Man ends. Easily one of the most hyped animes I've seen in a long ass time. Easily the most hyped anime of 2022. It's crazy to think that earlier in 2022 we had the Attack on Titan season finale, and now we have Chainsaw Man. And yeah, this was easily one of the most hyped animes I've seen for a long time. It was crazy how hyped it was, especially from a huge group of fans who've probably never even read the manga or had any idea of what Chainsaw Man was. And it was really fun seeing people's reaction to just how absurd of an anime, of a manga, of a story that this is. I love Chainsaw Man. If you've been here from the beginning, since we've talked about Chainsaw Man on this channel, you'll know I'm a huge fan of this show. It's lewd, it's crude, at times it's even a little cringe, but I love how different it is from just modern shonen that we have now. I think the art is absolutely gorgeous, especially in the manga, and I really like a lot of the themes that kind of get talked about, especially with toxic relationships, and just these very interesting themes that are touched on in Chainsaw Man that I don't think a lot of other animes really do. Overall, I'm super happy with Season 1 of Chainsaw Man. We're gonna have to wait, I guess, like 1 to 2 years. I don't know if they're gonna do a movie for the Bomb Girl arc. I feel like I read something like there's going to be a movie hiatus, because that does seem to be kind of the trend lately with anime, where they do a movie in between, I guess, a Season 2. So I guess keep your eyes on for that. Expect more Chainsaw Man content on the way from this channel. I highly encourage you, if you are an anime-only fan, to go back and read the manga for everything that was Season 1 of Chainsaw Man, because you'd be surprised just how spot on these panels were from the manga, and the manga is fantastic. I highly do recommend it. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching the video. If you enjoyed it or learned something new, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you thought of Chainsaw Man as a whole this season in the comments down below, as well as what you thought of the crazy fight scene that was this episode. I look forward to seeing you in the next one. As always, stay safe out there. Until next time, peace, love, Adu.